Hello crypto community, my name's Kuya Magik and it's a brand new week, which means it's time for a hot new episode of Satoshi Media. And speaking of hot and new, if you're new to crypto, did you know that the first official use of Bitcoin for a commercial transaction was to get pizza? Yeah, you heard that right, pizza. Now that we're talking about it, I kind of want to get some hot, fresh, oven, cheesy, meaty pizza. Oh, yeah. Okay, before I start drooling for pizza, let's get on with our show and talk about the other things we have in store for you guys in this episode. And since we're sort of looking back on some of the firsts in crypto, let's get to know how the Winklevoss Twins amassed a $6 billion Bitcoin fortune, and other success stories from Bitcoin's early takers Eric Finman, Olaf Carlson and Cooper Turley. Back in 2010, a Florida resident traded his Bitcoins to get 2 pizzas, and that transaction is known today as the first official use of Bitcoin for commercial transaction with an actual company. But on May 22nd of that year, Bitcoin wasn't an acceptable currency in the market yet. So how did Laszlo Hanyecz trade his coins? Quite simply, really. Hanyecz actually reached out to the Bitcoin Talk community and openly traded his Bitcoins to anyone who would buy him these pizzas. Now, it cost him 10,000 Bitcoins to get himself 2 slices from a local pizza restaurant called Papa John's. At today's market value, which is around $40,000, these 2 pizzas can be regarded as the costliest pizzas of all time. Thankfully, regular pizza doesn't really cost as much. But if in case it does start to cost more, we'll need to find a way to make more money to be able to afford it. And that, my friends, is exactly what I am going to show you. Well, not exactly how we can all earn more, but a bit of an insight as to how others made it. Perhaps their stories could become that spark in your engine and get you on the road to becoming one of crypto's billionaires. Shall we begin? Now let's start with the Winklevoss Twins and how they amassed a $6 billion Bitcoin fortune. The twins Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss have several claims to fame. You may have heard of that dispute with Mark Zuckerberg over the creation of Facebook, or if you're a sports buff, then you might know they took 6th place in the men's pair rowing event at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. But more significantly, the twins are crypto pioneers and Bitcoin billionaires. In 2012, the duo founded a company, Winklevoss Capital, which provides angel investments to early-stage companies and entrepreneurs, and has invested 100 projects and currently has 20 crypto-focused investments in its portfolio, which include Bitcoin investment, which some reports suggest that they bought some of their Bitcoin for as little as $10 per coin. At that point, the duo was rumored to own 1% of all Bitcoin in circulation. Shortly after that announcement, Bitcoin's price fell from $180 to $80 in a week. The first of many dips on the crypto roller coaster. BitInstant, the Harvard graduates then announced their involvement in BitInstant, one of the first American Bitcoin exchanges. Now, unfortunately, Charlie Shrem, the former CEO, was then later arrested and sentenced to 2 years in prison for operating an unlicensed money business. Prosecutors said he knowingly traded Bitcoin that had been used for illegal drug transactions and money laundering. BitInstant shut down later that year, and the brothers would later then sue Shrem in 2018. Claiming Shrem stole Bitcoin from them. An undisclosed settlement was reached in 2019. Since the pair founded the cryptocurrency exchange Gemini in 2014, it has built a reputation as one of the safest places to buy, sell, and store cryptocurrency. It was one of the first to be licensed by the New York State Department of Financial Services, the NYSDFS. This is significant because New York has some of the strictest crypto regulations in the US. And then there was the Bitcoin surge in 2017, where back in December of that year, the price of Bitcoin peaked at over $18,000. Its value has risen and fallen since then, but the Winklevoss twins did not sell. And in 2019, Winklevoss Capital invested in BlockFi, one of the first crypto lenders in the US. Now it is a crypto financial services company that also pays decent saving rates. Also, there's a Nifty Gateway, a platform for non-fungible tokens, NFTs, or Nifties as the company likes to call them. NFTs are a unique digital collectible, often art or music, which allows artists to profit from digital artwork. NFTs are another aspect of the blockchain that has boomed in the recent years. And more recently, crypto credit cards. Both BlockFi and Gemini have opened up waiting lists for crypto credit cards, set to launch later this year, showing the brothers are again at the forefront of the industry. These crypto credit cards will allow you to earn rewards in Bitcoin and other digital currencies, as well as giving you potential trading discounts. No wonder they are where they are now. Their success, in part, came out of embracing the digital economy early and making it clear that they think Bitcoin is better than gold. But don't worry about missing the early bird thing, because here's what we can learn from the Winklevoss story. Even if we don't have millions to invest in digital currencies tomorrow yet. Invest for the long term. The Winklevoss twins have held on to their Bitcoin through the highs and the lows. Now, according to media reports, the only time they sold any Bitcoin was to set up Gemini. They research digital currencies and believe in the transformative power of this technology. A good takeaway from this is to invest in cryptocurrency stocks or funds that you believe will perform well in the long run. That way, you will not be as impacted if your assets fluctuate in the short term. Choose a reputable crypto exchange. The twins' first taste of crypto was with a man who later turned out to be a criminal and stole some of their coins. You can avoid that mistake. These days, there are several reputable cryptocurrency exchanges where you can buy Bitcoin safely and cheaply. And lastly, live below your means. Even when the first Bitcoin peak took their assets to over $1 billion, the brothers didn't rush to buy flashy cars. In fact, in 2018, only one of the brothers owned a car at all, and even that was secondhand. Sure, Bitcoin has made people into millionaires overnight, but there's a more dependable way to build your wealth. Don't spend every cent you earn and invest money when you can. We're in the midst of a Bitcoin gold rush, and it's easy to get caught up in all of this. So it's important to remember that cryptocurrency investments are highly volatile. The Winklevoss twins show us how important it is to think long term. That way, you can avoid panic selling if your investments lose value, or panic buying for the fear you might miss out. Are the sparks flying off yet? Well, these other crypto success stories just might nudge you on a little bit further. Bitcoin these days have been closely tied up with the names of crypto world's new billionaires, and we're spilling the beans on some of them. Good beans, mind you. Starting off with Eric Finman, the Bitcoin millionaire teenager. When Eric was just 12 years old, he struck a deal with his parents to allow him to skip college in pursuit of an unorthodox education, provided he could invest successfully. How? He had to turn $1,000 in cash that his grandmother gave him into $1 million. So Eric invested the whole amount in Bitcoin and several other cryptocurrencies when the starting value was just $12 a coin. That decision started paying off 2 years later when Bitcoin was valued at $1,200 a piece. Now, after selling a small part of his crypto holdings, Eric invested in the launch of an online education company called Botangle. The platform, which provided video tutoring services, which quickly caught the attention of investors who offered the then 15-year-old boy to sell the business for either $100,000 or 300 BTC. And of course, he chose to be paid in Bitcoin, believing that the investment would help him win the bet with his parents and not go to college. True enough, when the Bitcoin's value crossed $2,700 in June 2017, Finman reached his goal and became a millionaire at the age of 18. Now, Finman's current net worth is estimated at more than $5 million. In 2019, he launched MetalPay, a platform that provides people of all knowledge levels to learn how to invest in Bitcoin. Then we have Olaf Carlson, Crypto Kingpin as he's famously dubbed, was a senior student from Minnesota working on his thesis. and Olaf researched everything about cryptocurrency. At the time, Bitcoin was priced at $20 to $30, and he thought that buying it was a wise investment. In February of 2013, Olaf worked for a cryptocurrency company, Coinbase. He requested his employer to pay out his salary in crypto money, as he firmly believed in its bright future. Following his instinct made him a millionaire and one of the most successful crypto traders. After leaving Coinbase, Olaf launched the cryptocurrency investment firm Winklevoss Capital in 2016, which currently operates out of one of San Francisco's most striking skyscrapers. The firm assured assets from venture capital such as Sequoia Capital, Union Square Ventures, and Founders Fund, and claimed a $1 billion in assets in 2017. Now, according to Forbes, thanks to Polychain, Olaf Carlson's net worth is more than $4 billion as of April 2021. Nowadays, Olaf is a 32-year-old well known for his unique clothing and crypto devotion. An Ethereum millionaire, Kuya Turley. Kuya is an investor and crypto advisor. He presently works with the DAO's decentralized autonomous organization, such as Friends with Benefits. He does advisory for decentralized music streaming platform Audius and Variant Fund, a crypto investment company. But how did he get there? Now, Kuya started investing in cryptocurrency in 2017 when Bitcoin was trading at over $2,000 and Ether was only a few $100s. Back then, he was still in college, working some ad hoc jobs and putting on a couple of $100s on Bitcoin whenever he could afford it. He was fascinated by crypto money and the blockchain as its core. While attending the music business at the University of Colorado in 2017, Kuya understood that Ethereum could change the music industry and started investing in it, and from there became an expert in crypto investing. In 2018, Kuya took some risky moves by investing almost all of his income into Ether when it only cost around $100. But he stuck with it, his determination paid off, and now Kuya Turley has a 7-figure net worth thanks to his early investments into digital gold. There you go, guys. That's all we have for today's episode. I hope all of that gave you that some sort of inspiration to get the wheels turning on your next venture and adventure. If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.